Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Call Me Ruby. I know it's been a minute, but trust me, there's been much going on. More of that on another video. But I am excited because I have some amazing news for you guys. I have some news that it just makes me so excited to share. I'm trying to calm down because I talk super fast anyway. But when I'm excited about something, that you really won't understand a thing coming out my mouth. So I'm trying to keep it cool. But you guys, stay tuned for some amazing news. Are you guys just as excited as I am? I sure hope so. But let's do the drum roll. That was kind of weak, but yeah, whatever. You guys, I completed my first book and I couldn't be more ecstatic. I am now a published author. Can you just say that again? I am now a published author. You guys, when I tell you that this is something that God put in my heart 3 years ago and He will not let me forget it, believe me. Please believe me, because I kept hearing it in my spirit for over the course of these 3 years. People were coming into my life telling me that I should write a devotional because they were so inspired by my social media and just, when we talked, that I was so encouraging. And, I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, well, thank you, but not really give much thought to it. And then it was really when one of my sisters had watched one of my videos where I was talking about making a future spouse list, and how after I did that, God said, okay, now you make a list about what you should be. And that was just so profound. That was just a game changer. And she said, girl, let's go. You should do something with that. And I'm thinking, I literally wrote that down when God put it in my spirit a while ago that I should do a book about that. So that's when I said, okay, I'm gonna sit my behind down and just do this. So y'all, when I did, it only took me about a month. I kid you not. It took me about a month to write this book because it was already there. I got that laptop, you guys, and it just poured out of my spirit. It was effortless. It just poured out of my spirit, and that whole process still amazes me to this day because I read this book at least 6 times for editing purposes, because I did everything. I did the editing, I did the book design, I did everything. So I've had to read it a lot of times and make a lot of corrections. And so each time I'm amazed at the time it took to do this and just how God just brought it all together. Are you guys ready for this book? I'm so excited for you to see this book. Here it goes. Here's my new book, you guys. It's entitled Becoming His Best, Finding Beauty in the Wait. Becoming His Best, Finding Beauty in the Wait. And it's a 30-day devotional. It's 30 days of becoming His best. Here's the back. A little quick glimpse of the back. It's 232 pages. Like I said, it's 30 days of becoming His best. And you guys, I am so excited to be finally sharing this with you guys. It's been, like I said, it's been in my spirit for 3 years. But I finally just sat down, was obedient, and it just flowed, you guys. Like I said, it was effortless. So basically what this book is about, the title kind of reveals it. It's about singles finding beauty in the wait. I know it gets frustrating, it gets lonely. You see people around you getting married. You want companionship. It's how God wired us. For most of us anyway, we desire companionship. And sometimes it can get kind of difficult, navigating this single life and, just enduring when, we're ready to be booed up, basically. So this book is all about finding beauty in the wait. Learning the lessons, letting God cause you to become the best version of yourself. We're going to always be becoming, but this book just encourages you. It pinpoints certain areas that singles can improve in. God gave me each topic. It's not, I just didn't randomly pick stuff. Like, I believe these are topics that God really wants us to grow in because it makes a relationship with Him stronger, number one. And then in return causes us to be better for our spouses. When these areas are improved in, it causes our marriages to be successful. This book is, like I said, God breathed. Like, it came from the heart of the Father. Seriously, it did. It took a month to write this, and I keep saying it, but it was so effortless. I'm so amazed at what God did. So, like I said, it's 30 days of becoming His best. Each day has a certain topic, and at the end of the chapter there's a prayer, and the prayer is definitely from the heart of the Father. It's not a generic prayer. It came from the heart of the Father. I simply opened myself up and asked God to tell me what to pray and what to tell you guys to pray. And that's what's in that book. It's not a generic prayer. It's straight from the heart of the Father. And after the prayer is a call to action. It's a challenge, something you can do to ensure that you got that lesson in your heart, to ensure that you continue to grow in that area. So it's just, I'm excited to share this book with you guys. I ask God and I pray that He puts it in the hands of those who need it, because the Lord knows singles definitely, and married folk too, definitely need encouragement. We need to know what areas to allow God to move in. And you also get a glimpse into my life. I share things that I had to endure. I'm very open and transparent about my feelings and my single life and my mistakes and all that stuff. So it's not just a book that's just about, this is what you need to do. I open my heart and share with you things that I've learned from God. So I just really pray that you're blessed by it. I pray that God causes you to become His best so you can become the best for your future spouse. And it's not a book that's just for singles. I wrote it with singles in mind, but married people can also get something from this book, because it's a book that it can be a refresher. We didn't learn everything we need to learn before marriage. Lord knows we didn't. There are things that I wish I would have known, and I thought I had pretty much prepared pretty well, but there are things that I wish I would have known beforehand, So married people can definitely get something out of this book. It causes you to, because like I said, we're always growing. We never arrive to where we don't need anything, and it definitely pinpoints some areas that we all should be strong in, we all should be improving in, to make sure that we're whole, to make sure that we heal, to make sure that we have God's view of marriage and relationships, in our heart. It's not nothing that's fleshy or our own desires, but we truly understand how God desires our relationships to be. So also, it's not a book, although I wrote it from a standpoint of a woman and I targeted women as my audience, it's also for men. This book applies to women and men. It's not something that just we can get something from. I just wrote it from women because I have a passion for women. So, and them just becoming all they can be in God. So, but easily it applies to a male. Like every chapter in this book can be applied to a male as well. The topics in this book apply to men, and it actually, I encourage men to get this book. I encourage you to get it, because like I said, these areas that I cover in this book, we all across the board need to make sure that we're strong in, if we want to have a healthy relationship with our spouse and with God. So I thank you for letting me go on and on about this book. I'm super excited, as you can tell. I appreciate your support ahead of time. I'm going to thank you ahead of time. You can get this book on Amazon.com. I will leave the link below to where you can purchase this book. It's on Amazon.com. It's the first of many babies to come. And please, once you've read this book, please feel free to leave a review on Amazon. That would be most appreciated. If you just shared your comments, your thoughts, your views on the book, it would be most appreciated. This is great even for singles groups, marriage groups. It's a great, book that you can go through with your gals, with your girls, or whatever you call them. It's going to inspire a lot of women. It's going to encourage a lot of singles. It's going to cause us to really see the beauty in the wait. And once you begin to see all that God is doing and understand the season of singles that you're in, it's a game changer. You will not look at it the same. You will allow God to do what He's doing in you, and you will see it from a whole different lens. So I love you guys, and just stay tuned for more.